Hello there everyone, welcome back to the Palpamemes channel. We are halfway through season 3 of The Mandalorian, and something feels different about it. Now, I personally have been enjoying the season so far. There's been lots of nice plot points, action, and hey, the Babu Fricks are great. But I've seen even the biggest Mandalorian fans talk about how the season just isn't hitting as hard. Why is that? Why does the season feel so different?
What the hell is even that?
Now, I believe I have the answer. First off, yes, we are only halfway through the season, but I have one question to ask. What is the storyline of the season? Just think about it. Okay, some of you may have said it's about Bo-Katan and Grogu and Din Djarin forming a creed together, you know, the clan of 3. You might have said, oh, it's about Din being redeemed. Oh wait, yeah, that plot line was already finished. We don't have a main storyline in this season, at least not right now. We have plot points for the characters and random action sequences, but when it comes to the overarching story that connects the season together, you have to scratch your head trying to figure it out. If I were to guess, the quote-unquote main overarching storyline that is going on is Moff Gideon is escaping or already has escaped the New Republic prison. And so that is setting up Season 4. But isn't that the biggest problem? Season 3 exists to set up Season 4. Rather than bringing the story in a fruitful way within itself, it's stretching the episodes out with action sequences and occasionally giving us more story progression that's actually just set up rather than execution. When we look at Season 1 of The Mandalorian, the overarching plot was clear and present within the episodes. Din found Baby Yoda, and the Empire is after him. Boom. It's simple, and it's persistent in almost every single episode. With Season 2, Din Djarin is on a quest to bring Grogu to a Jedi, so he can be united with his own kind and brought to safety away from the Empire. Again, this overarching storyline is present in every single episode, and every episode led to this grand finale with Luke Skywalker. And even the filler episodes had this story continuing and existing within. So with Season 3, all of this feels like a setup. The biggest problem is I don't believe this setup is going to pay off within this season, at least not for the most part. The weirdest part about this is the Book of Bob kind of rewinded the Mandalorian series back to the end of Season 1, and now that's being unveiled throughout this current season. I mean, think about it. Grogu is back with Din Djarin suddenly, and Bo-Katan doesn't seem to have conflict of interest with Din having the Darksaber anymore. I mean, we get why, but still. Moff Gideon is going to be breaking out of the New Republic jail. Din has his helmet problems again, and Cara Dune is, I don't know. The story is still progressing, just in an odd way. But it really feels like we took 5 miles backwards after walking for 7. And even the action scenes feel so lackluster. Are they cool? Yeah. Are they shot well? Of course they're shot well. But what are they adding to the story? There's not a whole lot of nuance with them. Now, I know the first 2 seasons suffered with this problem as well. It definitely did. But the more you do it, the more tiring and abrasive it becomes. Hell, even look at Grogu's story. It is virtually non-existent so far, and is made even worse with the fact that the entirety of Season 2 was to get Grogu away to Luke Skywalker so he can be safe. And now, because of Bob, he's abruptly back again. And they aren't even doing really anything with him. Yes, we just had that flashback scene once again on Coruscant, and I loved it. I loved seeing Ahmed Best back in Star Wars. That was a really, really nice touch. But the scene did nothing for his character, nor did it grow it in any way. Because the flashback that we were shown, we already knew happened. We already knew Grogu was trained on Coruscant. We already knew a Jedi saved him and got him away. So with this, yes, it was a cool and great scene, I would say. But it didn't add anything to his character other than some gorgeous visuals. Again, I like the scene, but it reinforces my wish even more that Grogu should have stayed with Luke. I would say, on the bright side, it looks like Season 4 has a lot going for it. It just sucks that we're halfway through this season, and everything feels to be in stagnation. Will the later half of the season be more growing for the story? Definitely, more than likely. I would hope so, at least. But to what extent is the story going to grow? We're already halfway through the season. That's my biggest worry. Now, something I have to give props to is Bo-Katan. She's been great in these episodes. I'm really looking forward to seeing where she goes with Din, and I bet you that they're going to be some power Mandalorian couple, or whatever you want to call that. They're probably going to take out the Mythosaur together. I think that would be neat. At the end of the day, guys, I am enjoying Mandalorian Season 3. It's really cool, it's fun, don't get me wrong. But it just isn't hitting the same, and I know a lot of others feel this way as well. A lot of it just feels like a reset to the end of Season 1, and I do believe it is suffering because of this. Will episodes 5 through 8 be better and more story enhanced? I certainly think so, but right now we are left with almost a jumbled mess of lots of different plot points trying to stay glued together somehow. But the glue is like really watered down, or like that old Elmer's glue, you know, the purple glue sticks from like elementary school? You would put two pieces of paper together and it'd fall apart in 5 minutes. That's how this feels. And so it just ends up being a story that doesn't seem to know what it wants to be. So I guess here's to the rest of the episodes. Guys, what are your theories? Are you excited for them? Have you been enjoying the first half of Season 3? Let me know. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next one.